Damn right I am, he says.
I am. How are you?
Doing pretty good. I just did a session with a Hecarim player, and it went super well, and then I didn't record it. Beast mode,
Hmm.
the classic.
Hecarim player.
Yeah. Hey, not much different from yourself, you know? And Hecarim is having such a bad time. That champ is so, like, knocked down a peg from the jungle changes.
He's gonna be buffed like tomorrow, right?
Yeah, they buff his W, and then which doesn't change much, but they also change jungle sustain, so we'll see where he's at after that. He has real
Hmm.
itemization problems too right now, since
Okay.
Duskblade nerf. Good, fuck that champion. And then his clear speed is naturally slower because he doesn't have percentage HP damage to the camps, and the camps just keep going higher and higher. So if he doesn't ramp, then he's totally screwed, as it should be. But
Hmm.
yeah, alrighty, so what are we doing here today?
Uh, Actually, I listened to my last coaching session with you, and I realized I was talking most of the time, and I think you should be talking to me more than I. So I'm gonna try and shut up this time.
No, that's good. It should I think it's the other way around. Like I should question and then the person
Okay.
talk. Because most of the time I'm like pulling teeth, but then it's easy with you.
All right.
So, but we can do it
Um.
either way because if what you're looking for is like for me to give you a bunch of info, I can do that, but that's not my preferred style, honestly.
Okay. Well, we'll see where that goes.
Okay.
I had a really bad uh, day when I sent you a message last week. I think I
Yeah,
had like
yeah.
7, 8 losses in a row. I felt like my team was always throwing, so I figured I must be the problem. So I questioned myself on what I'm playing, the role I'm playing, everything I was doing actually. So I played a bunch of different champions in the past week, according
Whack.
to your what you told me to do,
Oh,
and I realized that I'm good at what I'm doing. So yeah, I set up a YouTube channel with a bunch of my games that I'm gonna link to you, and you can tell me what you think.
this sounds good. It sounds like you went into hell and back just to end up right where you started. Totally transformed.
Yeah, but you know what? I re-listened to the coaching session that you gave me. I tried to put it in practice, which is not always as easy as it sounds. And I think I think it helps a little bit.
I do have
But
a similar experience where it's like you're at the lower ranks right now and then trying to figure this stuff out. In the off season, I bought coaching for Hearthstone, and I didn't know shit about what was going on, right? And all I needed was to be pointed in the right direction. And then I know how
okay,
to bash my head against the wall until I find the answers that I'm looking for. So,
so did it work?
yeah, I just play one thing and then do it a bunch. Like, I figure out the basics. Like, so what I need is And when I say basics, there's nothing fucking basic about it except it is. Okay. So it's like I need like how to like let's say I in Hearthstone I was playing this aggro deck, like how not how, but like when to play my cards, like which order, and then why, a little bit of a why, and then like how I win totally. So it's kind of like an opener. The why is like the mid game, and then how to win totally. And the
Okay.
aggro deck was real simple. You slam these cards, you power them up, and then if you have all of it set up by turn 5, you win. And if you don't, you lose. So that's what I was rocking with. S-
So your win rate went up?
Yeah, yeah, I hit legend in Hearthstone.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking is like you want to play one thing a bunch so we get over that sort of hurdle.
Okay.
So which champion do you want to play?
My first pick would be Briar, but she's banned a lot.
Rune?
I tried a couple of different builds. I don't like the lethality one or the squishy one. I even created my own build with Heartsteel and Titanic, which I thought it was fun, but I'm not sure it's viable. But yeah, I think Briar is my best choice. I imagine myself for a day being a one-trick pony Karthus. Then I tried it. I lost 6 or 7 in a row because my my team didn't really want me to play Karthus because you're not as present in the lanes. Um, I tried it as Nocturne, which I was doing past season, which is fun, nice. I tried it as Amumu. It works, but it's a bit boring. Briar works. It fits my playstyle, I think. Allows me to jump in. I usually end up with the most mitigated damage and top damage as well.
Okay, but she cheats
So,
those stats with the jungle clear. So
you think so?
Briar and then no Karthus.
Well, I like Karthus. I really like it, but I feel like probably in my elo, people are not patient enough to allow Karthus to ramp up. So I tend to, if the game is slow, I ramp up and usually carry the game. But if it doesn't and it skirmishes early, I can't ramp up as much and team falls behind.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
So if you have Briar, what's going to be your Ditto whenever she's banned?
Ditto is a backup plan.
Yeah. Well, like a champion that's basically the same.
Well, I like Nocturne. Uh, I like the global ult to allow me to go around the map. I always liked Volibear. I tried Volibear a couple of times in the past few days and it did not work out as well as I planned, but I think that the play style is similar since you just jump in and um,
I would say Volibear is more clunkier. Oh God, you're going Nashers. You're insane.
uh, actually I was just trying this build that I saw on YouTube, but it actually worked all right, but I prefer full tank Volibear. Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
I would say Nocturne would be an easier go of it because Briar and Nocturne like to full clear and then they're very much these stats on top of the enemy. Whereas Volibear is a tank for his team. Like Nashor's Tooth is just a scam. And Volibear has to like three camp gank, so the jungle pathing would be completely different.
okay.
So how about we do Nocturne and Briar?
Okay. Sure.
Briar being the priority. Alrighty. And then if we're really gonna play it like in ranked, then it would just be those two. Boy, is that fun. So which one of these games do you want to look at?
Um, they're all I all put these there because I think they were worth watching. Any Briar game, 42 minutes, 49 minutes, 41 minutes. So I think you got a little bit of everything. You get some mistakes, lots of mistakes in there, of course. You get to see the build that I usually prefer, and yeah, I don't know. I'm actually really looking for you there. You tell me what I need.
Hmm.
Hmm.
In what aspect? Because I know with a lot of the messages you send, you're looking for like some sort of diagnosis, which I'm not gonna give you in a way, because it's like what I'm always looking for is the next step that like I see, and then we work up from there.
Okay.
What do you think?
Uh, honestly, I don't know what my problem is. I I I feel like I know what my mistakes are, but I keep making those mistakes, and probably that I'm focusing on the wrong things.
Okay, so as we're watching this, let's look for your first mistake, and
Okay.
then where um where focus is, and would there be anything else?
Um, I'd like some homeworks. I'm myself. I'm a coach at work. I'm a teacher. I design training programs. I coach people, and I tend to focus on teaching a certain way. and I like to have objectives. So if you could give me one or two objectives for, let's say, next week that I could work on, and we could evaluate together next week if I'm doing these right, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
So then this would be harder for me to even think about. So if I'm thinking about BRIAR, right, it's like goal one is like level 5 power spike, and then use level 6 into ramp into level 9, with everything in between being successful. So that would be like getting more camps, winning the objectives, winning the lanes. So it depends on the step that you would be on that I would see something to that would be homework, right? Where you could then look for that in your games. Is that what you're looking for?
Anything that I can focus on during my game that I could tell myself, oh, Sawyer's going to be proud of me next week when I show him this.
See, I've done that with actually it was a college professor guy too. I forget exactly what it was though, but it was like we talked about it in the next session, bam, there it was, and he was like, "Hell yeah." And, and I was like, "Hell yeah." Okay, Jarvan responds. It's not how I would use W personally.
Okay,
Alrighty. So, what's the mistake here, do you think?
trying to figure out what I did. Jarvan, yeah, counter gank.
What was the mistake right there?
Right now, I'm seeing that Akeli will probably die, and myself showing up won't help.
It's not it.
No, okay,
Yeah, okay, here it is again. There's a mistake here.
okay, I don't see it.
You don't look before you move. You click towards it before you move your camera. You don't know
Okay,
what you're walking into. You have an
okay,
idea, right? But you want to get the full picture.
okay,
Ding, 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 ding. Look before you leap. Because this is going to take us time, and you better be sure it's worth your time.
okay.
Because even if this plays successful, you can still have the jungle camps over Jarvan, or respond to something later. Run. Oh God.
Not good.
Okay. Whoa. I think you could stay. Yeah, you have the E. Walk up to the
Okay,
wolves. E, auto, Q, auto, W.
okay.
This chroma, 4 out of 10.
I think her skins aren't so great yet. I'm looking forward for best one.
I
Took
took
my blue.
fucking blue.
I think I put this video there because I came back. I don't know which one it is. I think I came back in this game.
We're into his jungle, but we can't re-gank. Okay. Right, so during all of this, what's your goal as Briar? You get back onto the map, and then what's your goal as you're heading back onto the map?
I'm guessing it was just a farm.
And,
I don't recall it specifically this game, but it just yeah, I just wanted to farm, just wanted to get a bit stronger.
okay, and then why farm instead of, let's say you could try to walk bot and then gank immediately? Why farm instead?
I'm looking for ganks, but on Briar I'm looking for them to be closer to my turrets because I don't want to be berserk under their turrets, and probably that no ganks were available when I just went around.
Okay, and then let me be devil's advocate here. Bot lane's pushed
Okay.
up.
Yep.
What do you think? Why farm instead?
Um, honestly, I want to finish my camps, my quadrant before I gank. Um, Although I do see now that my bot level is 2, I'm level 3, so I could gank, I'm guessing. I like to
Okay.
finish my camps usually, and if Jarvan comes and counter ganks, I need to be strong enough to fight him. Should I just go straight bot in that case?
Well, you have a choice here. Doing this camp doesn't give you an extra level. So you're saying your bot lane's level 2. But you don't know what the level of the enemy bot lane is, do you?
Not at this time, no.
Okay. If they're pushing, that would be the third wave if this one's gonna crash. Especially with how big that wave is. So then that would give the enemy bot lane level 3.
Okay,
And if you're looking to be as strong as the Jarvan, you're already there. You already hit level 3.
okay.
So that
So
would mark those two things.
getting these 2 or 3 camps might not give me level 4, so ganking might be better now than after the gank, the camps. Correct?
It's an option you have,
Okay.
because if you move into the river, then if they make a mistake, you could try to do something. What I would be considering is that's a huge wave, and then Tristana's low, and Morgana's not a consistent setup. But if J4 wants to dive, then you could also be there if you're not doing the camps. And then you say that you can try and then go back to the camps. That's probably your best chance because it gives you the most time to have value.
Okay.
And then as you would do the play, come back and then do the camps, then these camps would be respawning as well. So if you do all of that, then you get level 5, or at least very close to it. And that's like one of our first goals is like get level 5, and then you're generally strong. Get a component item, go fight. If you win those fights, then you have a lot better time getting to level 6.
Okay. I watched a lot of your videos on BRIAR that you actually taught me BRIAR while you were on the PBE, and you often repeated, um, you have to full clear on BRIAR. You have to full clear on BRIAR. So I'm trying to convince myself, which is actually my play style, which I like. But if I play, for example, Maokai, I'm gonna 3 camp gank. On BRIAR, I'm trying to focus on farming and getting stronger. Am I thinking right?
I think
Or
so.
actually, I should be evaluating more, just like we just did.
Well, this in this case, you made the first mistake of doing this mid. And because
Hmm.
you die mid, then it shifts how everything has to happen.
Okay.
If you stay on the full clear, then this doesn't affect you, but you made it affect you because you chose to attack. And
Okay.
the attack is wrong. And every time you attack wrong, you're going to pay a price.
Okay.
Right. So the first mistake to do is didn't move camera before moving champion to play. Skipping full clear, paying the ultimate price as Briar. Like, you don't power up yourself, GG. Your champ is shit for like too long, and then you have like really bad options. So that's how this feels right here. I see. That's why J4 does the blue buff, huh? He sees that you're low.
I actually think he started that blue buff uh, early. I think they invaded.
And you're trying to answer camps and things are messy. Oh God, we our Raptors. Oh, I see J4's here. Jump. Well, it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
All the meanwhile, too, it's like you're just cleaning up, so that's fine. Then we're basically level 5, so we're level 5-ish by like 6 minutes. And then if that's ever faster, then it all just works out better. But if we ever skip the full clear, oh my god. For a play that's not successful, oh my god. I think you're using the chomp too soon. Let me see. Auto,
Level sub.
Q, auto. Yeah, you're using that chomp way too soon.
Well, this was a mistake because I usually use it in between two auto attacks at the end.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
just
pretty sure that if you look at the other ones, it's
Qu'est-ce que tu penses? Viens de là, c'est un thing.
so then this time you do it right. You hit level 5 and then
Ah,
check.
j'ai raté le track. Ah bah.
And that's totally fine because this Gromp wouldn't give you level 6, right?
yeah.
Into the river. Alrighty. What do you
I want to
think?
fight him. I want to fight him.
You do?
Yeah,
Why?
I got 1.5 item. I can heal. I think, in my uh, opinion, that doesn't know much, that level 5 Briar and level 5 Jarvan, I win this fight.
Okay.
You don't. He has red buff, but I still think with the healing, with the self heal, that I win this fight.
Okay. What abilities does he have?
EQ and W. Um, so speed up the attack speed with E. He can knock me up with Q, and he's got his shield with W.
Okay. Do you want to dodge that?
Um, yeah, if I can, but I'm old and I don't have much reflexes, so I
Nah,
might.
this game's easy enough. So you have an option, move into him and then waiting to use the W, but then maybe he gets away. Now, does the enemy have any way to stop you from attacking J4?
uh, Probably mid that's gonna join, but not. So only I can't recall exactly who mid is at this
Twisted Fate?
Twisted Fate could come in. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if you move into this guy, then you just have a mid diff problem right here.
Okay.
And if you use the W immediately, then you can't dodge the EQ. So he could just pull you all the way in, EQ you, and then TF gold card.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
seeing. So if you move into him without spinning the W, then you give yourself time to choose what you want to do
Okay.
or react to what he's doing. Because right now you've committed in
Yeah.
with like no mid lane, and then also he has the option to like EQ away or EQ in. So if you keep moving in, you could use your E if he wants to jump onto you and then be fine. You could even slam him into the wall and then use the W, something like
Over
that.
bottom river.
But then you just clank abilities and a Twisted Fate problem right here.
Yeah. Exactly.
So then the second mistake here would be
Going in without checking mid.
fighting without lanes, lane priority.
Okay.
And then just two mistakes like this
Ah, il
will
va
slow
tirer
you
par
down a
dessus.
lot on Briar, but you're still in an okay spot where you can hit level 6 with where the fuck is it? You get level 5 done, and then fight L and then use level 6. You can do these 3 camps, get level 6, and then if you win a play, then you can get some of these objectives, and then you get a lot of component items that then ramps you into level 9. Like level 8, level 9.
Okay.
C'est loup de up. Check-le. On l'a déjà dans l'est.
Wow, red buff's gonna give us level fucking
Il est à ton
6.
side, sans faire le grab.
God bless.
Hmm.
And there's no downside to feeding,
Ouais.
baby.
Je mets des shows, mais j'en ai encore plus ça parce qu'ils savent qu'on le sait qu'il est là. Il est stressé. Bon, il y a un sweeper. Non, je me demande.
Alrighty, go back here.
I
If we
remember this
Il est à son top side,
game.
il est sans
I
faire le grab.
remember this game. Jax is. Oh, no, okay. No, I don't remember this game. Never
so
mind.
yeah, J4 is doing the Gromp here and then moves up.
Yeah.
So where do you think he goes?
Ouais.
Teemo's pushed.
Je mets des shows, mais j'avais encore ça parce qu'ils
We got
savent
Scuttle
dans le
on
stick qui est là.
the
Il est stressé.
Rift, so I think he's just keeps farming going bot.
You think J4 keeps going bot?
Well, he's gonna keep farming southbound, yeah. He's
No.
not gonna go up towards Teemo. He's not gonna go towards the Rift Herald. He's either going
Il fait son top side,
to
il s'en
cross
perd,
over to the south side or recall. No?
I think he just because you can go this way and avoid the Scuttle Crab,
Yeah.
or he could EQ into the Rift Herald. I think he does that because Teemo's pushed in, and it'd be kind of strange for him to look to invade you. So I think he's on Rift Herald.
Okay.
Ouais. Je mets des shows, mais j'avais encore plus ça parce qu'ils savent qu'on le sait qu'il est là. Il est stressé. Oh, il y a un sweep.
Okay. Clearing. Damn, he's not on Rift Herald. What the fuck? You say so.
This is low gold, eh?
Alrighty, and then as the fight's happening, oh my god. Watch your ulti. You already know, right?
What do you mean you already know?
Boom.
I throw it out there in case it works. I,
Okay.
No? Okay. That's something I do quite often.
You
I'm
want to
farming.
guarantee.
I'm doing my thing. If I don't hit my ult, I keep farming. If I hit, I join the fight.
Look at how much time you give yourself to like line this bad boy up. 1 second, if even that.
Okay.
Okay, so then this is easy as homework.
All right.
Homework.
I like
Look at lane for 3 seconds, like at least, before ulting.
Okay.
You can give yourself so much fucking time. It doesn't matter what's happening on the camp because BRIAR can take all the damage, you know? She'll have the sustain. Right. So when you look at the lane, we don't want to glance right now. We're not fast enough for that. Like you want to just stare at it, and then by doing that, that's going to give you the info that then works everything out.
Okay.
How to line up that skill shot, if you should cast it, when you should cast it, etc., etc. Because that is too much. That is way too much. You never know if you don't go. You're not hitting the funny ones though. If I can't hit them, no one can. Ridiculous.
Ding, même. Mais pourquoi?
If you watch the PvE games, you know, like that's where I got near the end. I was like, man, I can't throw one fucking funny one without losing.
Okay.
I see Jarvan top, so I'm going for the Drake now.
We do dragon. Invade.
Ooh.
And then I think it's a bit much. You're looking for bot gank,
Oh, ouais, il veut 2 plates.
but your bot lane doesn't have ulti. And
Ooh.
you did say I don't like ganking when they can be closer to their turret.
I got E.
Oh, auto. That was a good auto.
That was a good lantern.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's just see like with the camera movement here. We watched for a lot longer.
Ouais, je peux pas.
But then you say something like, oh, Shapua, which probably like, oh my god, my bad. That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah, while I'm flying, I'm regretting the decision.
Bing. Alrighty, rip. Right, so then why should you not go, or not shoot the ulti here?
Well, they're 2v1 and Teemo's half health. There's no way he's winning this. So I'm gonna end up 2v1 with 2 full health Jax and Jarvan.
Can you
For
kill them
sure.
in time?
If I can kill them, no. Not while I'm level 7 and Jax is level 9 and Jarvan's level 7.
Ouais, je peux
Agree.
pas.
Oh, Shapua.
Pas mal.
Alrighty. And they double dip, don't mind if we do.
BFS TPH.
Sont 2, vous êtes 2.
You,
I'm thinking, hey, I can help.
chomp. Nice.
Oh, ok. Gank en 5 minutes.
So invade. J4 is dead.
Ouais, ça marche pas.
Every time I take the enemy jungler's camp, I think about you.
Comme 4 ganks, puis
Why?
des 6 CS d'avance.
Because that's what you told me to do.
Puis les plays,
What did I say?
ça a fini.
You told me it's 2.5%, 2.5 time worth
Wait.
to take enemy jungle camp over my own. Because not only I'm getting one camp, I'm preventing him from getting one camp, and the camps are getting stronger, so it's harder for him to take them. Every time I can get an enemy camp, it's 2.5 times value.
Pretty much true. Gaining
Well,
gold,
used to.
denying gold. Well, gaining gold XP, denying gold XP, and oops, it's tankier for you now. Lol.
Reste pas loin, c'est sûr que le Jax va vouloir me fight 1v1.
Okay, and then after you do the scuttle here, why don't you reset?
I always see buffs as a different timer as the rest of my jungle. I don't have timers on my my chickens and Krugs, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna do the red now, and that clears my quadrant. I didn't. Maybe this time I looked at my gold and I'm missing some gold, but I don't know exactly right now.
Okay,
I
so you
got
wanna
I
do
got
this
1500
and then reset, and then you'd be here.
probably. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
seeing that my blue's gonna be respawning soon, so I'm thinking red buff, recall, then blue side. Unless right now all I'm missing is 1500 gold for my stride breaker, but I don't think that's the case.
Nope. You got 1490. So it doesn't give you item, and then it doesn't give you a level. And then the buff is good, but it costs you time. And the faster you get to the bot side, would you say that's more valuable than this red buff?
I I I don't know. All I'm thinking is trying to keep my quadrant clear,
Okay.
and
Well, how about
maybe it's a wrong way to think, but I feel better when one of my quadrant is over.
okay. Well, you clear your jungle so that you get strong enough to fight. And right now you're strong enough to fight. You have level 9, which is one of the goals. The hell is it? I think I closed it. Oh wait, right here. Oh, this was the Hecarim one, but this is just the same as
569. All right.
yeah, 569. So we hit level 9, and then we got our first item. It's time to fight. And getting here puts you in a position to fight faster. And that speed is very important. The same way, like if you do a fast full clear, it's better than doing a slow one. Or if the full clear is interrupted, then it all feels bad, right? So the faster you are to the play, the better. Like in Hearthstone, if I got 2 cards out on turn 3 or 4, then it's way better than getting only 1 card out on turn 3 into turn 4. Because I have more on the board, I have more to play with.
Okay.
So that's a big thing that I think that's where your focus is. It's like that's something that you need to play for. So how would you see that in game though? Like you're finishing up these. What would tell you that?
Well, right now I don't see any opportunities to fight. I see that bot lane is recalling. I can't really attack Twisted Fate at this time. Teemo's invading or whatever Teemo's doing, putting shrooms in the in the jungle or whatever.
Okay, Teemo
Uh,
sucks and you can't gank the lanes.
um, I don't see um, in the future far enough to know where the next fight is going to be.
Okay, but we can
I'm
choose one side of the map to be on. You don't have to know exactly where it's going to be. So here's our choices, top side or bot side.
okay.
Which one?
Uh, it has to be You know what? I would just answer not being sure of what I'm saying.
Just choose one.
Because I look at Jax being strong against Timo, so I'm guessing he could be pushing, but again, it's Timo. I'd
Yeah.
like to help my bot side. That Vayne is 3-0. I'd like to give them a little push. I don't think TF and Akali I can get really into this lane. I don't think it's going to be really gankable. Let's pick bot lane for now.
It wouldn't be bot lane itself, you would just be bot side. And then anything that happens mid or bot, you can be there for.
Okay.
So all you have to factor in is your chances. Like, if you can fight these guys better or these guys. And
Okay.
BRIAR particularly sucks into Jax.
Yeah.
That dodge move, his magic damage, 3 kills. Fuck. Okay. So we choose to get. So you say the lanes are ungankable, Teemo sucks. Okay, let's avoid Teemo. And then be in a position where you can react when the enemy attacks your lanes. Because if you can't attack the lanes themselves, then the sooner that you're in the river, or better yet, in the enemy jungle, then when the enemy attacks, then you can show up with the ulti or with a flank, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that'd be much better for us. And then that's where our focus can be, obtaining these positions, or at least starting to see them, where we're choosing to give up this for then this.
Okay.
Okay. Would we add this to the homework?
Right. And when you say choose one side of the map, is it can you switch from one side to another every few minutes, or you commit to it?
Well, it depends when the objectives are up,
Okay.
but generally, if you're winning, you can just shift around. But if you're losing, it's harder to do something like that. Let's say go from your red side through mid into their red side. That'd be a lot harder. To the river or into the jungle.
Reste pas loin, c'est sûr que le Jax va vouloir. J'ai Ignite. Reste pas loin. Il va jump.
Red buff is
Dis-moi quand t'es
dead.
prêt.
No.
Il jump.
He still has E. Bang. Q. And no follow-up from Teemo. We're rich, baby! You say so.
C'est comme si.
Wow,
C'est
it's
prévisible.
15 minutes in too. I didn't even notice. 15 minutes, no item is nuts. What we're aiming at. We're looking to get ramped, baby.
Yeah.
Pourquoi la voix avant était comme déprimée quand c'était un double kill pour l'autre team? Puis là, c'est la même voix des deux bords.
Sounds like
Genre, enemy
whenever I
double
watch
kill.
the
Quand
like
c'était genre
other
double kill,
European
c'était
streamers,
la
I'm
même
like,
affaire.
what is this guy saying? Whooshing.
Oh shit, il est déjà levé? What the fuck? Non, je sais. Jarvan
You
est
have
trop joué.
sound on, or
Yeah,
am I talking to someone?
I have no clue.
Oh. Oh, il traînait.
Well,
déjà levé? What the
if you
fuck?
hear something, who's the?
Non,
Hear
je
a
sais.
language I can't
Jarvan est trop
understand.
joué.
Yeah, it's French. I'm probably talking to the Timo.
Okay. We're moving in. Q. W.
Uh-oh. Scared?
Oh, il traînait. Oh.
Probably trying
it's
to E,
done it.
but I can't because too many people around.
And we're out? What the fuck? Already thoughts on this?
Oh.
Played in slow-mo.
I think I went in too quickly. I didn't have any vision. I saw the Jarvan. I got excited. We were 2 against 1, so it was a sure win. That's what I
Okay.
think.
Where's your allies at?
Timo's backing, Alkali's mid, and Tristana is. I think she's doing the blue. I think so.
Yeah,
But
she's
yeah,
over the wall.
she could double you, go over the wall, I guess.
Okay. And then, so Akali's pushed in. This is the same mistake as before, right?
Yeah. I don't evaluate the situations.
What do you think about that? Whenever you go in, I think you see Jarvan, but then no mini map.
Yeah.
You think that's accurate?
No. Well, yeah, it is accurate, and I think it's
But I
things
also
that
think this comes from experience. It's not like you're a noob or bad or anything. It's like I think the more you would play and attack the Jarvan here, the more you would realize that you have to do the object permanence. Where's mid? Where's AD? Where's support? Because we know where Jax is. If you ask these beforehand, then that will tell you if you can attack J4. If the wave is pushed in bot, it's way less likely that AD and support are not, like where else would they be? And then with mid lane's totally pushed in. So what else do they have to do? Jarvan's jungle camps? I don't think so. Would they be hitting dragon? Maybe, but that would still put them in close proximity.
hmm
So that's the sort of things you need to start considering before bang, go. There he
Yeah.
is, go. Or at
So take
least do what?
a second to evaluate what's going on instead of just getting excited and attacking.
Well, you have two options here. You can go in, and then if you can't control yourself from going in, you can at least notice those after the fact. That's the that's the casual way to do it. Then the better way would be as you see them. The same way whenever you look at the lane, you can give yourself a solid 3 seconds, to
Okay.
then choose. Because this won't happen super fast. You'll have all the time in the world to then try to do something with J4, and if he attacks you first, even better. Slam him into a wall. What do we want to say here? 3 seconds to evaluate. Oh my god, how do I spell this? Evaluate. Owned.
Exactly. Yeah.
Owned.
Oh.
Knocked up. Hooked. I would be
Oh,
just
it's
spamming
stunning.
the E and then
Probably what I did. Yeah.
and then like
Stunning.
double press it.
Ooh.
Because as soon as you see the hook or the gold card, you have to E. You can't, never mind. You're just
Oh, it's
fucked.
stunning.
They perfectly layer the CC. God
Sa
bless.
TP.
Hmm.
Healing. Team wins. And
Oh
then
no.
and then you guys re-engage.
Oh no.
Okay. What do you think?
I think we're 4 against 2 from that point of view. I don't know what happened just before if anybody died. Morgana's quite far. Um, who's in? Timo's in. Jax
Timo?
is blind. Yeah, Jax will be blind. I can W over the wall. Either I hit Jax or Twisted Fate. I'm only one level down. I got my Stride Breaker and my Merc Treads, plus another half item. I'm ready to go in. My team's following. Tristana can W over the wall. Akali can be there shortly too.
Okay, so the W helps you get on top of them. But since you have numbers, right? Is there any way that you could set them up for more damage? Also getting over the wall?
Ulti.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I'll just let that bad boy rip.
Okay.
And then either one. Boom, fear. More damage and tankiness? Deal. Fail the W, but hey, that's me W. Where the fuck? I'm missing these fucking walls like no one's business. On Briar, Belveth, fuck, Kane. Oh my god. Like, I swear, because I buffer the fucking abilities against ping, and it's like, I'll get right here, and
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I need to be right there. I would give it just 0.2 of a second. Let it rip.
Eh
Take the
boy.
camp.
Ouais, j'ai fait un beau
Already
splash
good.
quand même.
All right,
Oh,
you're fine. You're
I'm in
fine.
trouble. I'm in
Slam.
trouble.
Ah. Why would she W? Or why would she ulti? Yeah, danger. Don't go in, man. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm berserk and I don't have my E
Ah!
still. Yeah,
Ah.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe W over the wall. E, good luck.
je vois plus qu'est-ce qui se passe. Je vois Greedy. Pas trop
Damn.
Greedy Boy.
I could do W over the wall. Yeah.
The bleed makes you tank. So then have to go that way. That
Oh,
one's
je sais,
hard.
je vois plus qu'est-ce qui se passe.
Okay, you're entering the mid game. What's your goal?
Objectives.
Ouais, j'ai pas de vision.
I don't know where we are at dragons now. I usually like to go for the soul. When I can get rift arrow, it's you know what? I think it's usually easy to get rift arrows. I think in most of my games I get both of them.
That's how it is, I swear, on EU and in A. Like, nobody knows this shit exists in lower elos. They all play for Dragon. Alrighty, so you want the objectives. How do you get the objectives?
Lane pressure, map pressure, kills.
Okay, lane pressure. And then what is map pressure?
Lanes pushed. Uh, People dead. Um, People on the map, not backed up into the base. Like right now, we got pressure bot. Not necessarily pressure, but we got people engaged. So Akali's about to cross the river. Timo's about to cross the river. I got my bot lane actually going mid, so everybody's ready to do something. I don't know what the other team does because I don't have any vision, but I feel like everybody's ready to play, ready to do something.
Alrighty, so
Honestly,
where do you want to be? Because you have the choice here. You could be top, mid, bot.
um, honestly, right now in this snapshot, I don't know at all.
Okay, we'll choose one. And I can give you some feedback.
Okay, because for you right now is clear cut where you want to be.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
good idea of my chances.
Um, what I would do would go to my blue jungle and do my 2 camps while I evaluate what everybody else is doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
think that's what I would
if you go there, then that spends time.
do. Yeah.
Then the enemy does this, and these guys can't push
Okay.
because they'll be outnumbered. Do those camps give you any item or any level?
Um, no, definitely not. But it gets me closer.
Okay.
But
It does
I think
it gets
I
you
think
closer, but it comes at a cost. And do you see that cost?
yeah,
Since the map states
sacrificing
right
something like
here,
that. Yeah.
right, you're gonna sacrifice this or also potentially the lanes.
Okay.
So since you're starting here, what can you do that then gives you a more favorable position in the next like 15 seconds?
Control ward on Rift Herald.
Okay.
Takes 2 seconds.
Ching, ching, ching. Bing, 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 bing.
Very nice.
Thank you. All right. Anything else?
You know what? Without vision, I really don't know what to tell you.
Ready? Let me give you a useless one. You could jump over the golem wall and then do nothing. All right, that's a pretty bad option. You could um you could jump into Rift Herald blind and then die because
Yeah.
you have no flash. Um all right, so beyond what your champion wants to do, what does the Teemo want to do?
Don't know. Does he want to push all the way to the turret?
Well, he wants to farm a little, but since he's up here, he won't be able to keep pushing, right?
Yeah.
Because you guys don't have control. So he probably can just show up to a fight if one happens,
Yeah.
if you guys do it near him. So that's an option. If the enemy attacks him, then you could also respond.
Okay.
And then what does Morgana and Tristana want to do?
You probably want to push mid. Try and get that mid turret.
Okay, can you
Give
help them in any way?
Yeah.
How?
By shadowing them on the north side of the lane. Staying close if a fight breaks.
Right
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that option.
Okay.
And then can we help Akali at all? If we land a funny one. Otherwise, she's on her own. And that's fine. You're gonna have to sack one lane. Alright, so you can't enter the river by yourself. Teemo could help with a fight around here. And then you're saying if you occupy this area, that's probably your best play.
Okay.
If the enemy attacks after your team starts pushing, you're there. If they attack Teemo, you can ult. You have way better angle this way than you would like here to here. The up and down one becomes pretty. You have like a 1 in 3 chance, you know? Anyway.
J'ai.
And then if your team pushes, enemy team does nothing, like it gives you good options. That's what we're looking for.
Ah, just go, 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 go. Ils vont le pogner, mais.
Nice,
Teemo's
Teemo's in
gonna
there.
be there.
Boom.
Oh shit, là,
4v4. A bunch of them are feared.
E. Slam. J4 sucks. Insane ass matchup.
Oh
Oh!
my god.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That was the comms.
Wow.
Big. Ah!
It's nice though that the Briar's E knocks his Jar J4 into his own wall.
Yeah.
He gets stunned inside his ult. That's nice.
Yeah, so this was really good. Now, you farm into the play, into the objective. What objectives can you take here?
Well, the rift is gone. I don't think we got time to get Baron at 20
There's
minutes.
30 seconds on them. You have Smite coming up. Everyone's full HP.
Okay, so Baron would be definitely the play without any doubt right now.
I think so.
Everybody's there. Okay, I don't think that's what we're gonna do though.
Yeah, it's silver, so I wouldn't put it past that.
I
So,
see it now. Yeah.
right, and then what's the next objective?
Uh, Next objective would be Dragon. I don't know when. I should.
Not Dragon.
What I think now is going inside his jungle since he's going to be dead for 29 seconds.
Okay.
I'm seeing now on the minimap that I'm going inside my jungle to do my camps, which is a terrible idea because that's the easy way, and I don't take any advantage of my team killing 4 of them. Correct?
I think so. So, but
Okay.
there's still an objective that you're missing.
By objectives, you mean besides Baron and Dragon?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Mid
something that
turret.
you can take. Yes, sure. Yes, sure.
Okay.
So instead of invading, instead of going back to your camps, you've won the neutral thing here. This is what you were fighting over. Any neutral things that you can take, which is like mid turret, Rift Herald, Dragon, top turret, bot turret. So since you won this over here, you can then take this. So push with your team and then hit that turret and then recall. And then by the time you recall, then you could farm all your camps into Dragon or farm all the camps into Baron, you know, depending on the play. And that's
Okay.
much better than
Okay.
like this, you know? And you know, but we don't have item off these anyways.
Valley Fear?
The classic.
Je connais pas pantoute.
Okay, at least we get mid turret. Someone else did. I did not.
Oh, I wish I recorded that Heckram session so bad. I had him in a live game stand still with his team for so long. All of his camps are down. He kept trying to snap to like do this, do that, do this, and I'm like, stand with your team until a fight starts. And he did, and it was so fucking good. It'd be the exact same thing here. Staying with your
Ouais.
team mid if a fight happens, or in there.
Oublie ça. Là-dedans, toi? Oublie ça.
Useless ass skirmish happens, does not go our team's way. We're also running out of time here, so What do
Yeah.
you think?
Uh,
Hmm?
as I expected, something of my basic understanding of the game is wrong. So just a situation we just evaluated after we killed four of them at the Rift Herald. Um, Me trying to go back into my jungle and do something safe while I have four of them dead. I should be taking of the advantage of that. So I think I should be using the fact that the other team is dead to do something that I can't do when they're all up, right? If I'm saying that right?
So what do you think about this? You farm, you look for a play. If you win the play, then you take the objectives or the enemy farm.
Yeah,
It's not win the play and then go back to farm. There'll be cases
yeah,
where you do that, but you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So is this the order that you think is missing? And instead looks like farm, play, farm?
Um, ju- yes, but actually, just the fact that I'm evaluating what to do after a play, I think it's something else. It's like whatever I was doing, I just go back to farm my own jungle. But there are other options. There are better options.
Okay, so we can do it like this. Thoughts?
Okay.
If we go down that line, I think it'd be hard for us to mess up.
Minion wave after 20 minutes or even before 20 minutes.
You know, around fucking 14 to 20-ish.
Okay.
The minion XP that you get later into the mid game is buffed too. So if you're juiced, if you have 8 kills and a bunch of XP, that's how you can go from level 13 to 16 faster than the enemy jungler can compete with, is farming most of your jungle and then taking the side lane waves, which BRIAR may have the ability to do, especially if you're stronger than the solo laner that would be laning, or if you have like a champion that groups a ton.
Okay.
But it's not BRIAR's main juice. It's something I'm definitely abusing on Bel'Veth, though. Fucking get Rift and side lane by myself. Lol. Get XP. Lol. Make my champion go late game fast. Okay. We got a lot of stuff here.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do some organizing. Start with the homework. Then, instead of focus, I think it was the priority thing.
Okay.
Adding priority.
See,
Si, senor.
that's your Italian side or Spanish.
I've been saying hola recently, but I prefer ni hao, and then I answer si every single time. I work with a couple Spanish people at my job too, and I'm like, it's just unintentional. And then I feel fucking weird. I feel real weird. I could add, I mean, might as well. Might as well add these bad boys in. Does not hurt.
I was wondering, what do you do for a living?
Right now, I work at a grocery store, and then I just got another league contract, so we're signed a deal we're on.
A what?
A league contract where I'd be doing like educational work.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Shit. Okie doke. That is our time. Do you have any other questions or anything? Are you good to end here?
No, no, I'm good to stop right now. I'll book another session, maybe a live session for next time.
Alrighty. I look forward to it. Especially if
All
your
right.
Briar is getting a little clinical, getting a little strong. And then I would imagine that we'd also like go over the mechanics a little bit
Okay.
because that's something that's like screaming at me, but I'm like, let's fix this first.
Perfect. All right. Looking
Alrighty.
forward.
Cool. Yeah. Thank
All
you
right.
for your
See you, man.
time, and I'll talk to you later, man. Peace.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Thanks.
See ya.